Hey guys, welcome. Okay, so we need to finish this today. Yeah, and I still need to do the mini game. So, without further ado, I think I am nearing the end of at least just the event story, because we're back in Liyue now, so it's almost time. I'm nearing the end, I think. Oh, there's Charlotte.
You must be Mr. Ip! Thank you for coming all this way. My name is Charlotte, and I'm a reporter from Fontaine. You can find me writing for the Steambird. I invited you here not just to purchase your fine tea, but also with the hope that you might be willing to sit down for a short interview. What do you say?
An interview? To advertise my teas?
I suppose you could think of it that way. We Fontainians are big tea drinkers too.
The Fontaine Market. Then I'll need some time to adequately prepare. Perhaps we could sit down and discuss the questions you intend to ask in advance.
Of course, of course! Please follow me.
Is this person also involved in your plan?
No. What do you think? She's a very important client.
And here I thought I had lots of connections. I suppose I've been humbled. You sure know all kinds of cool and important people.
Well, we have been to all of the places, though.
Over here!
Huh? What? Auntie Shenyun?
Well, in any case, that's what I was saying. We have been through a lot of places and we are sort of involved with almost all the inside people in every region. So yeah, our network is much more higher than yours, actually, Gami.
She probably wants to talk about the next phase of the plan. Let's go while your dad is still distracted.
So Gami is now inside of the... It's so human-like, though, for Cloud Retainer to be doing that. It's so funny.
I take it that all is going well?
Don't worry, Shenyun. Everything is going according to plan.
I knew it. I knew that was all an act earlier. Auntie Shenyun is really something. She was so determined to help me. She didn't even care about making herself and Shanhe appear foolish in front of my family. She truly knows how to look out for others. I still have a lot to learn.
As for the next step...
Oh no!
What?
What's wrong, Gamin?
Don't tell me you're the ones footing the bill for all that tea. I can't let you do that.
Fret not. Reimbursements will be made.
Exactly. Think of it more as an investment, as Ningguang would say. We pooled together the Mora so that Charlotte could place the order. She's gonna bring it back to the Steambird as a gift, as well as a sample of the regional specialty. Fontainians will probably fall in love with your dad's tea as soon as they lay their eyes on Charlotte's article. And once all the money from the new orders begin to roll in, getting our Mora back will be a piece of cake.
Oh, okay. Business-related matters always seem to go over my head, but I refuse to let you all lose Mora on my behalf. I'll pay you back right now.
We can talk about such matters at a later date. There are more important matters for you to consider at the moment, are there not?
Yes. I've been thinking about it the whole way here. I have an idea, but I'd hate to cause even more trouble for all of you.
It's fine, you're already here
That is
anyway.
for us to decide.
Yeah, we're all friends here. Plus, we wouldn't be here if we didn't want to help, right? Just tell us about this idea of yours.
I'm currently eating, so I'm very sorry.
Okay. Whew. So, it's like this.
I'm certainly pretty sure Gaming would want his daughter to see the dance, what was it? The wushu dance?
Just leave it to us.
Here,
Let's split up and make it happen.
where I'm from, we call it the dragon dance. Well, at least it's like that. Because it is like a dragon, you know.
We need to do those things we talked about, but we also still have the kite flying competition. Since Xiao already tested out those kites for us, why don't we also go buy one of those mechanical thingamabobs or whatever they're called? We can attach it
Thingamabobs.
to our kite.
Really? Go get the kite installed.
Keeping an antique kite flying after all these years is...
Yeah, we did promise to come back here.
again?
Welcome back! I see you returned from your trip. I really do have to thank you for all your help from before. Thanks to you, my daughter was able to build a kite with her grandmother that very same day. She even wrote a long letter telling me how much she loved it.
Oh, you should really be thanking Gaming, not us.
I'll be sure to. And are you here to buy a kite? Please, take your pick.
Oh, we already have a kite. We wanted to buy one of those, device thingies from Fontaine. Do you sell them separately?
Ah, yes. Here you go. Please, take it, free of charge. The directions are in the box. It's not hard to install at all.
It doesn't feel right for us to just take it.
Well, nor would it feel right for me to take your Mora. Good luck in the kite flying competition. I'll be rooting for you.
All right then, thank you.
I'm certainly for sure it's going to be one of the minigames.
Phew, it's done. Let's get down to business. Looks like we finished everything we needed to do. Let's find a good place and put this thing into the sky.
Really? Wait, there's not going to be a place for this?
Chi-Chi, we're almost there. Okay.
Come here, allow me.
The lantern rite is as festive as ever!
Huh? Oh, what's going on?
Did something happen? What should we do? Oh, should we get the Millilith?
What's that? I taken that many pictures already? I need to load more film.
Wait, I don't think I've seen the pieman kite. Where's the pieman kite?
Wait, the wind.
Oh my gosh! Mommy, I want a big kite like that too! Do you see that kite way out in front? It's so beautiful!
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite!
Aww. That is so nice.
Gaming's performance was so cool, Paimon almost wanted to join in! You saw that, right, Traveler?
Yes, of
Let's go find
course.
him! Oh! He's over there! Talking to his dad! I think I'll head off now, if that's okay?
Thank you, little girl. Do you want us to walk you back?
No need, no need. Master is waiting for me right over there.
Dad.
I suppose I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Your performance. I've seen many wushou dances in my time, but I've gotta admit, what you pulled off there was breathtaking.
Wow. I never thought I'd live to hear you say that.
You're serious about doing this professionally?
Absolutely. I know it'll be difficult, but...
Then it doesn't matter. What I mean to say is, of course it'll be difficult. But if that's your decision, if that's your dream, then it doesn't matter how difficult it is. As long as you put in the work, then any obstacle can be overcome in time. Really, when I was young, I also... Actually, how about we save that story of my past for another time? All I really want to say is, I've changed my mind. Much like this kite, you also deserve to soar to new heights.
Dad.
Son.
Son? Haven't heard that in a while.
I bet you're wondering what's gotten into me saying all this.
Well, a little bit, yeah.
Anyway, I know I've never found the chance to say this before, but... to me, Gaming, you've always been a great kid. Alright, that's everything I've got. Did you have something you wanted to say, or...
Oh.
Seeing the two of them talk things through like this really gives Paimon a sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, even though it was sort of embarrassing, the entire plan. Give yourself a pat on the... Yep, it was all because of you. Give yourself a pat on the back, Paimon.
Now go. Over there. Your friends are still waiting for you.
Oh, they noticed. He noticed us.
Huh? But you came all this way.
I'll be staying in Liyue Harbor for a bit longer. When you have time, we can grab dim sum together. Your treat, right?
Dad, honestly.
Go.
Okay, then I'm off. See you soon.
That was awesome, though. Even the wushu dance really was awesome.
That's quite the smile you've got there, Gummy.
Well, it is cause for celebration.
Really?
It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'd like to find and thank Auntie Xianyun, as well as everyone else who's helped me out. If everyone has time, maybe we could all get together and go fly a kite.
Class completed. Okay, let's now go search for everyone first, before I end this and do another video for the mini game. Okay, first let's go. I can't go here willy-nilly, so where... First off, where is Shincho? Oh, here they are.
So, you're still a big fan of winter melon cake then?
Huh? Oh, I guess you heard everything Paimon was saying, huh?
Of course. She was talking about you. As your father, how could I not listen? Remember back when you were a kid, and you would sit on my shoulders to watch the wushu dance. Ah, on our way back home, you would beg me to buy you some winter melon cake. We would only buy 2 at a time, but before long, we tried the winter melon cake from every vendor that street had to offer. There was also that one time you used your pocket money to treat me. Do you still remember?
Yeah, I remember.
He really likes to
That was the
treat
best
people.
winter melon cake I ever had.
Let's go back sometime. The shop's still there, and I remember the way. My treat, just like before.
Are you sure?
That's it. I guess my treat is Gami's official catchphrase.
Absolutely.
Anyways.
Join the Adventurers Guild.
Oh, they're not here. Do you know where they are? Whatever, that was so weird. But where are they?
Thank you. Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast.
Maybe they're at Mount Alcon. And maybe I could go and check out the J Chamber. Although I did hear, well, Zhongli did mention that Hu Tao was supposed to be at, looks like there's no one here. Where are all of them? Let's try the Jade Chamber. We didn't get to see Ningguang, and strangely enough, we didn't encounter Xingqiu, who is supposed to have what you call this? An outfit too. Ningguang is also not here. Just a minute. Oh. I haven't. But I think Lutao is supposed to be in the new area. I think at Qiaoying village. That was mentioned. Anyways, we did hear Xiao invited us at Pervase's temple, which is right here. So let's go. But where else could we look for the others? Treasure hoarders again. But oh. I almost missed him.
Traveler.
It's just as I thought. Just stopped short of stepping into the city again.
Being in the city isn't the only way for me to appreciate the lights and beauty of Lantern Rite. Look. Liyue Harbor lies just beyond this mountain.
Yeah, but you didn't see the wushu dance from here. I don't think you can see the wushu dance from here.
As long as I stand at this vantage point, I may freely behold the sights of all the kites slowly ascending into the sky. For me, that is enough.
All right.
I invited you here because there is something I would like to do. I want to release a shell lantern, and I'd like you to be there for it.
Did you make it yourself?
Yes. I apologize for its crude appearance. I have little skill in that regard.
No, it's amazing. Yeah, it looks very fine, considering it's supposed to be his first time making it, I guess.
You are very kind, as usual. All right. It's time.
As the shell lantern slowly disappears in the tranquil night sky, Xiao's expressions.
Traveler. Thank you.
Alright, so I guess that's the cutscene with Xiao. Where are the others? I do not want to go to Wan Ming restaurant because, as you may know, there is another event there. Where should I go though? I'll just take a look. Let's take a look from afar. Oh yeah, now that I remember about it, let's go try to see... Oh, there are the two of them. But they were here.
I don't get it.
Is something wrong, Shenhe? Tell me. Perhaps I can help.
The color black doesn't get dirty easily, so I thought this outfit would be acceptable to wear to work. But Xiangling told me it was inappropriate.
Well, black is also considered like a person in mourning.
But inappropriate? How?
She probably just meant the outfit isn't suitable for that particular environment and occasion. But for a festival gathering with friends, a nighttime stroll, or an important banquet, your outfit is more than appropriate, Shenhe.
Oh, I suppose.
So you're saying it's only something I should wear in front of important people?
I suppose that's another way to think of it.
Listen, let me tell you how. Made another handsome sum today.
Okay, so we found Shenhe and Ganyu. Where are the others? Oh. Yinger, are you alone? Didn't he come? Didn't that alchemist from... Oh, so they're here. What was his name again? Albedo's student? I forgot. Anyways, these two are here.
One may have won the kite flying competition, Yuheng, but this prize should truly be reserved for another.
Oh, because she made the kites fly.
You need not be so humble, honored Adeptus. Among all the kites, yours was quite literally a cut above the rest. Please accept this prize. You deserve it. Besides, I'm quite certain we owe a fair share of the success of this year's lantern rite to you.
If you insist, then one can hardly continue to refuse. However, there is another matter with which one would ask your assistance.
Of course.
One would be much obliged if you could distribute this case of Sunglow tea among the Millilith on duty. The security of the festivities rests entirely on their shoulders, after all. One presumes they could always benefit from something to invigorate their spirits.
Cloud Retainer is so thoughtful and attentive to others' needs. I would expect nothing less of an esteemed Adeptus such as herself. Understood. I'll get on that right away.
A fortuitous result indeed. One's tea surplus has hitherto resolved itself.
She bought too much and doesn't know what to do with it. Anyways, so we found Xian Yun. Now, the only ones... Where could Xingqiu be? And Chongyun, for that matter. I want to see him in his new outfit. Oh, but just a minute.
All tasks have been handed out. Ah, how relaxing. Why not treat yourself to a seasonal gift from the festive spring?
Oh there. Come and see who's left. Sissy, I'm exhausted.
I got the mic entirely mute. Since it was here, let's... Oh, there's Charlotte.
Oh, Lantern Rite was simply amazing. I'm not sure I'll be able to sleep tonight.
About the mechanical
Oh, that?
cooking device.
Yeah, interesting story. It was invented by a guy from Fontaine. His name is Ildison. He's always tinkering away at some mechanism or another. He's even asked the Steambird to write about his inventions on more than one occasion. I believe I have a direct quote from him about this particular one. Yes, here it is. The device is powered entirely by mechanical components without the need for any additional energy source. Basically, it's a manually operated cranking device. How high it can fly entirely depends on how much force you can exert. Combining this invention with a kite. What a great idea, right?
What kind of force, though, about the interview and work?
Oh, my conversation with Mr. Ip went really well. I've already sent the first draft of my article back to the Steambird. It's a piece that contains all the pertinent information while also telling a story. I'm quite proud of it. Oh, that reminds me. I should thank everyone who made this possible for me. Especially that spirited lady with those peculiar turns of phrase. Miss Shenyun was her name, right? It was all thanks to your connections and creativity. I would have never thought I'd be able to bring such a special gift back to Fontaine with me.
About Lantern Rite.
This was my first time experiencing a foreign holiday in person. It was so exciting! The festive atmosphere, the contagious holiday spirit, the profound, storied cultural traditions steeped in symbolism.
Wait a minute, what did she say? The first time she has, what'd you call it? She had experienced a holiday, but wasn't she at Mondstadt a few years back? I think it was a year ago, actually, in Mondstadt. Although I suppose it was a daily event and not a holiday event, sort of.
Oh, I almost forgot. Kuching even gave me a kite with a poem on it that she wrote herself. It goes, "Dreams are like paper kites. With them do our hopes take flight. Sailing high above the clouds, they yearn for something more profound. Yet try we may and try we might.
There's
a deeper
Shuyu.
Truth waits in plain
I think that's
sight.
Shuyu, right?
Though we hang our hopes in skies abound, many joys lie on the ground." I want to include this poem in my special feature on Lantern Rite. I'm sure a lot of people will love it.
Until next time, Charlotte.
Yep, and happy Lantern Rite to you.
It's not Shuyu, although she does look like Shuyu. Where are the two? Where are Mooncarver and Mountain Shaper? Two of them should also be here. Or would they only appear at night? I was sure they were here. Wait, how do we get up there, though? Aside from climbing here. I think... Oh, right. Where are the two Patui lovers? In the last lantern, right? I believe the two of them were apart. Oh, wait. I see Chichi and Yao Yao.
Our kite is so high up. Thank you for inviting me, Yao Yao. I am having a lot of fun.
Oh.
I'm glad. If you want, we can go fly kites some other time, too. The fun doesn't have to end today. Really? How about we do it during the day next time? That way, we can see the design better. When it flies super high up, it will look exactly like a real finch. Okay. Can I take this kite to bed with me? But of course.
Chichi seems to be a bit more interactive. Is that the correct word? So this is the... Wow. Wait. Is this designed after Rex Lapis? I mean... The way the design of his clothes, though, is a bit... Oh! Here are these two lovebirds here. So the two of them are together. This lantern, right, I guess. Okay, so let me check where the other two are. Mooncarver and Mountain Shaper, at least. I found them. Oh my gosh, because they look so much NPC-like, I couldn't recognize them from a mile away.
Given your present countenance, one presumes you are missing some old friends again.
One cannot help but be reminded of them.
Pray speak.
Talking about the
Unburden yourself of these sentiments.
One simply wishes Menogius were alive to witness such peace alongside us. He was so skilled in matters of craftsmanship. Kite making would scarcely prove to be a test of his capabilities.
Yeah.
Were he yet amongst the living, he could have opened a kite stall. One is certain it would have been an establishment rich not only in profit, but also esteem. And if, as in the past, he were unable to involve himself in matters of the mortal realm, we could sell the kites in his stead. When we finished, we could bring him back wine and partake in drink and good company.
Mooncarver, those are now but fond moments in our memories.
Indeed. The dead are gone. So, as the representatives of the living, let us take in the sights for a bit longer, if just for his sake.
So this is probably based on Menogius? Since it reminds them of it, but it's just... How is it that they don't mention the other Yakshas? Who else are we missing, by the way? Shincho and the... Right, it's really just Shincho and Chongyun, but I guess they're not in here. It's so weird. It is just so weird, you know, because... Oh, wait. Right here, right? It's so weird that he has a new outfit, but he is not around. I mean... Wow, we can also invite one of the characters? That's so surprising. I'm gonna go hit off with Gaming. Anyways. Get quest. Animal Lodge Chapter 1 completion recommended. What? You and Paimon have been loose and lately, so you decided to visit Kaoying Village. Oh. You and Paimon have a loose end, so you decided to visit Kaoying Village. Is this the one? Wait. Day after tomorrow. Around 12. I think it was around 12. So we're not yet finished, actually. I was wondering why the quest was 4, considering it's always just 3. So we have sort of a side quest, side event quest. So we're not yet done. We're not yet done.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! Didn't Zhongli say Hu Tao was also planning on spending some time in Qiaoying Village?
Yeah, that was what it said.
We didn't have anything else to do today, right? Why don't we go have a look around? Maybe we'll run into her.
We're actually supposed to run into her. But what is she doing in here?
The mountain air is so refreshing! It makes Paimon feel like she could float around all day and never get tired!
You're always floating.
Gummies! Fuel fruit!
What?
Huh? Did you hear that?
Sure did.
Sunshine! Blue skies! Good vibes!
Are those actually names, or is it really?
Right? So Paimon wasn't just hearing things. That voice sounds really familiar. Well, we've got the time. Why don't we go check it out?
I don't recognize it. You and Paimon were up the mountain, search for the voice shouting. As far as you can make out, it's almonds this and cocoa paste that. Sounds delicious, that's for sure. The lively voice and bike race your stats so you ascend the mountain in no time. Okay, so who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Oh!
What are they doing here?
Wow. That's surprising.
Well, if it isn't my dear partners. See, I told you that something good was going to happen during our travels today. I have to say, sometimes the Steambird's astrology column is spot on.
Helm of the Radiant Rose.
It's just your lucky day.
Are you guys also here to catch the festivities? Oh, and that reminds me. Happy Lantern Ride.
Yeah, it's so surprising to see you guys here. And to you.
Happy Lantern Ride to you too! Wait, if you're
Yeah, and if you wanted to see the festivities, you should have gone to Liyue.
And that voice we heard, that was you, right, Navia?
It was?
Oh, impressive. You could tell it was me from that far away. You've got good ears.
That or your voice is just really loud.
I didn't recognize it because her normal voice
Well,
is
of course
very
it
so
is.
different from her
After
shouting
all,
voice.
I'm a boss.
Indeed. I suppose it's an asset.
Sure is! Having a loud voice is a handy tool when it comes to communication. Wait. That wasn't even Paimon's point. Paimon just wants to know why you two were shouting from the top of this deserted mountain. There was something about almonds, maybe? And buell fruit? Ooh, is it some sort of secret code?
No, it's not a code. The words are meaningless.
Perhaps, but the act of shouting was very meaningful indeed.
But why?
That's just what mountain climbers do, right? After all the hard work it takes to make it to the top, as you stand on the summit looking out at the vast scenery, it's not easy to resist the urge to release those emotions.
I see, so it's not what you were shouting that matters, but the act of shouting itself.
Exactly. You get me, partner. I was afraid that it would cause a disturbance, so I asked the locals around here, and they said it was fine. Apparently most hikers like to shout when they get to the top, so the locals are used to it by now. So, you see, it's not just me. I guess everyone shouts from the top of a mountain at some point in their life.
Speak for yourself.
When you're stressed, don't you ever just get the urge to do something for no reason?
Not really. If I ever get stressed, I just go hunting.
Oh, that's
Everyone
a pretty good
has
way to
their
release
own way
stress.
to relieve stress. Everyone has their own way of relieving stress, though.
What I choose to hunt depends on my mood.
Huh?
Why mention it?
Anyway,
Why mention
don't you
it?
two give it a try? Shout anything you want. It's a real stress reliever.
As long as Paimon has clothes on her back and food in her belly, Paimon doesn't think there's any stress that needs relieving.
And I prefer to keep things bottled up. That is so sad, either. No!
Oh, I bet you guys are just too embarrassed to let loose.
Yes, that too.
No need to be shy. Even Farina was shouting from the top of this mountain earlier.
Who? Wait. Farina's also here?
Huh? Did Paimon hear that right? Farina's also here? In Chaoyang Village?
Yeah, my reaction
Believe in
the
your ears.
same.
It is indeed as you heard.
What?
Actually, the reason we climbed this mountain in the first place was also because we heard the sound of shouting.
Oh.
Yes, we could just about make out someone yelling things like, "Help me!" and "What should I do?" So we hurried up here to check it out.
That is quite a bit alarming.
And what do you know? Miss Farina was standing right there, all red in the face. She practically sprinted back down the mountain the minute she saw us.
Ah, that reminds me. I believe what she actually said was, "So help me, I will figure out what I should do about this script."
So, you could actually hear what she was saying? Why didn't you say so earlier? I thought someone was really in trouble.
I figured we would come check out the situation either way. Why not let her keep some privacy?
Oh, seems like you caught Farina in the middle of some stress relief as well. She probably would have never thought. No, she definitely would have never thought she would run into anyone she knew all the way out here.
Was she alone?
I think so. We ran into Nervalet on the way here as well, but
What?
he was already on his way back, so they probably weren't together.
What? Even the Valette is here? Then... who's manning... Who's currently manning Fontaine right now? I mean, even the Valette is here. Wait, don't tell me that is Bresley also here?
What? Nervalet was here too?
So many people from Fontaine.
What was he doing here? It couldn't have been for vacation.
I think it just might have been, actually. But apparently he only stayed for half a day before heading back. He's a very busy man.
Neuvillette is not the type to take much time off. Taking even a half day for himself is already a huge step in the right direction.
Didn't Charlotte publish an article on the Liyue tea industry recently? Maybe he was inspired to come buy some tea after reading that article. You know, just like you were.
Wait just a minute, but she just... But I think she just wrote that article in this event, so how did it spread so quickly at Fontaine? The Steambird? Oh, did she use the Steambird to send it back quickly? You spread fast, then.
My situation is completely different. I'm here because I was asked to accompany you. The tea purchase is simply an added bonus of this location.
You Fontainians and your tea drinking.
Oh, it's not for me. I lost a bet with Ridesley, and now I have to buy him something.
You made a bet. Seems like a fitting gift. I'm more curious about the bet.
It was just a spur-of-the-moment sort of bet.
What was it?
Ridesley gets really invested in that sort of thing, but he couldn't care less about what he wins in the end. You could give him mint plants that you plucked from the side of the road, and he wouldn't even mind.
If only he was that easygoing when it came to talking business.
But in all honesty, I think Wesley has a gambling addiction. At least betting addiction would be more like accurate.
In any case, I'm pretty sure the tea you bought is this region's specialty. What is it called again? Neuvillette even mentioned it earlier.
Buy 10 boxes, get half. Sunglow tea. Buy 10 boxes, get half off.
Yes, that's the one.
Sunglow tea.
You didn't really buy 10 boxes, did you?
Please. Do I look like someone who would fall for that sort of marketing trap?
That reminds me. You guys said you only came up here because you heard my voice, right? I hope it didn't put you out. You must have had other plans for the day.
It's a good thing you didn't fall for it, unfortunately. Cloud retainer Xiang Yun, who is thousands of years old, fell for it.
Oh, that's right! Hu Tao!
That's why I completely forgot Hu Tao.
A few days ago, we heard that a friend was going to be in Qiaoying Village, so we decided to come and see if we could run into her.
Oh dear. We've been chatting for quite some time. I'm sorry for keeping you.
No harm done, partner.
That's good.
We should probably head out and look for Hu Tao.
Why didn't you to come with us?
No need to stay on our account. We just got up here, so we're gonna stay around for a little longer.
Okay.
Go and meet your friend. We can meet up in Qiaoying Village later.
Sounds reasonable to
Good.
me.
We're gonna head down the mountain then. See you later!
So...
What do I have to do to get you to yell from the top of this mountain? Name your price.
You really want to hear it that bad, huh?
I'm just curious is all. I have a feeling you'll say something amazing.
I will pass. I prefer to let actions speak louder than words.
Next time Navia go... When Navia releases, I certainly wish I have enough primos to pull for her. I like her design, you know. It's too bad that she's a claymore user. Anyways. Can we find Farina? Or can we even... Oh, I see them. It's Farina and with Hu Tao and Zhongli too.
Qiaoying Village is known for its tea, but you know what else they have with tea? That's right, dim sum! Didn't Gaming say something about dim sum being eaten in the morning? Oh, Paimon wonders if we can still get some at this time of day.
Afternoon tea might be more appropriate at this point.
Oh, well that's fine too. Paimon doesn't care what kind of tea it is as long as it comes with some tasty snacks.
Tasty, of course.
Now,
of course.
let's see what kind of yummy things we can find around here. Paimon's not seeing things, is she? Is that Farina standing between Zhongli and Hu Tao?
Judging based on the hat, I'd say so. What?
Wonder what they're talking about. Zhongli knows a lot of stuff. Maybe he's telling Farina about Chaoying Village. Oh, or maybe Hu Tao is trying to rope Farina into being one of her clients.
Wanna make a bet? Either you two. Don't be like Wesley who likes making bets.
Hey, this isn't the Fortress of Meropide. But Paimon could be convinced for the right price. Let's say loser buys the winner 3 huge bowls of seafood kanji.
Do you even have the money for it?
Paimon bets things are pretty tame. It's decided then. Paimon votes for tour guide Zhongli.
Then I vote for Hustler Hu Tao.
Alright, no time to waste. Let's go see who's right.
Really now?
Good afternoon, Hu Tao, Zhongli, and Farina!
What are you doing?
Oh, great. Now Paimon's shouting too.
Oh, well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Seems like our luck just keeps on growing.
What? Why?
That we were able to meet you both without prior arrangement must mean that this is quite the serendipitous meeting indeed.
Wait.
Oh, so both of you are acquainted with the Traveler and Paimon then?
Wait. If the two of them are here, does that mean that they were looking at the festivities of the Lantern Ride all the way from here in Chaoying Village? Is that it? Huh. It's quite very far. I don't think I could even see Liyue all the way from here. I have keenly felt the passage of time since our last meeting. So many jumps all in one place.
I'm pretty sure you didn't learn that one from me.
Yeah.
I must admit, I'm a bit surprised to see you here, Traveler. But seeing as you're a hero who's been all over Teyvat, it makes sense that you would be well-traveled and well-connected. Since we have found ourselves in each other's company within this fertile land, allow me to take this opportunity to wish you a happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite.
It appears you have been to Fontaine then.
Yeah, we have.
Given your proclivity to spread good deeds wherever you go, it's no surprise that you would make the acquaintance of a celebrity as illustrious and celebrated as Miss Farina.
Oh.
That's quite high praise.
Does Farina know that Zhongli is an Archon? At least an ex-Archon. But still, does Farina know if Zhongli is the Geo Archon?
What I mean to say is, you flatter me, Mr. Zhongli.
Maybe not.
Although I've built up a certain following within Fontaine, it is no reflection of strength or wisdom. I stand before you right now as nothing more than an ordinary traveler in search of beautiful scenery and creative inspiration.
There's something beautiful going on over here.
There is definitely more to Mr. Zhongli than meets the eye. I could tell as much from our conversation earlier.
But she could at least get a hint that Zhongli is no ordinary person. After all, Zhongli does speak archaic.
Given his breadth of knowledge on both academic and worldly matters, there's no way he hasn't heard about what happened in Fontaine. Is he just feigning ignorance for my benefit?
No. You're no common tourist. I simply won't have you talk about yourself that way.
Oh, does that mean Hu Tao also knows?
You may not have heard, friends, but
Miss Hu Tao. Miss Farina is now one of my esteemed clients. Yep.
Farina, are you sure you even know what kind of client you are? Did you hear that, Paimon? She's Hu Tao's esteemed client.
Okay, you win. Guess Paimon will have to break into the hidden stash at the bottom of her shoe.
Okay, so we know that Paimon has money at the bottom of her shoe. Do you not feel uncomfortable with that? Although you're floating and not walking, but I certainly would still feel uncomfortable.
What's this about winning something? Don't tell me. You two were placing bets on us?
It was Paimon's idea. It's Ader's turn to point fingers, I guess.
We just saw you guys standing on the side of the road and couldn't help but take guesses as to what you were talking about.
Oh, I see. That means you, my friend, must have guessed that I was trying to promote my business to Miss Farina.
Well, you know me.
That I do, my friend. What was Paimon's guess then?
Paimon thought Zhang Li was showing the newbie around.
By newbie, you mean me, right?
Yes, of
If that's
course.
the case, then Paimon's guess was also correct.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Zhang Li was telling me about some great sightseeing spots in the area.
Ha! You see? Paimon was right too! Since both of our guesses were right, there can't be a winner or a loser.
Fine, keep your secret stash then.
Hey, don't be upset, Traveler. How about this? You buy Paimonable and Paimon will also buy youable. As for the third bowl...
Since I was the subject of the bet, perhaps it should go to me? You know, as a congratulations for the huge deal I just struck.
I'll buy you a bowl anytime you want.
I was just joking. Anyway, I should be the one treating you. The funeral parlor is about to bring in quite the sum after all.
What?
Oh, Paimon almost forgot to ask about the most important question. Something happen recently, Farina?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you know, with you enlisting the services of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor and all.
Oh, well, yes.
What, really?
Really? Oh, no.
Oh.
Paimon is so sorry for your loss. Although Paimon may have not known the person, please accept Paimon's deepest...
Whoa, it's not like that, Paimon.
My reaction too.
But Paimon just thought, since you hired the services of a funeral parlor and all... Hey, it's not that big of a stretch.
Yeah, I mean, what is a funeral parlor for?
It's not like you don't know me. Do I look like I know anyone who would ask me to coordinate their funeral? Mr. Tao is simply helping prepare some props for my film. Not too long ago, I read a collection of horror stories from Liyue. The content was spectacular. In fact, I still feel the need to sleep with the light on even now. Anyway, that's not the point. Now that Fontaine's biggest star has returned to the stage, I figured it's about time the industry enjoyed a breath of fresh air.
You might even call it a breath of fresh... What? Terror? Fresh terror. Terror. Oh my gosh, Aether, please don't be like Sino. Is Sino rubbing off on you?
Hey, that's pretty good. I'll have to remember that for my ad posters.
Oh, no.
Oh, Paimon sees. That makes a lot of sense. So, did you come to Liyue just to enlist the services of Longsheng Funeral Parlor?
Well, not exactly. My original plan was to just relax and enjoy the sights. But then I ran into Miss Hu Tao and Mr. Zhongli, and well, you know the rest. I suppose it was meant to be.
It was a fated meeting indeed.
Zhongli sure loves his lofty turns of phrase. But if you ask me, it's all thanks to that man who stopped to ask for directions.
Talking about Nicolette.
Who was it?
It's someone you know. Wanna take a guess?
It was Nicolette, wasn't it?
What? How did you guess that on your first try?
We just heard about
Very
it.
impressive, my friend. Your guessing game is spot on today.
You tell everyone what encounter with Navia and Chlorine at the top of the mountain. One look at the pitiful expression for his face enough to convince you to leave out the part about the shouting.
Huh. Paimon never thought Neuvillette would be the type to get lost.
Well,
I'm sure
he
he didn't
is
get
from
lost.
Fontaine.
Even I was able to find my way to this place without any trouble.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised, especially if it's your first time coming to Liyue.
He was already getting ready to leave by the time I arrived. He just wanted to ask someone about the quickest way to get back to Fontaine.
Yup, that's exactly what he asked. This area is full of mountains and rivers. It's normal to not know the fastest route.
For him, though, swimming would probably be the fastest route of them all.
So, were you the one that pointed him in the right direction, Hu Tao?
Of course. I'm also a guide of sorts, you know. So naturally, I also have a great sense of direction. But speaking of your friend...
What about him?
He doesn't get out much, does he?
No, he doesn't.
Ah, no wonder. He was stiff as a board and way too polite. I would have never guessed he was here on vacation if you hadn't told me.
Where were we? Oh, come on, Hu Tao. Don't say that. It says Trataya's Zhongli is not like that.
All in all, he was only here for half a day. I'm pretty sure he is the only one who would consider that to be a vacation.
Oh? This gentleman you speak of must keep a demanding schedule.
I'm sure he does. You didn't see him, but he was dressed like he was about to attend some important meeting. It wasn't anything like what someone would wear on vacation.
Is that so?
Wait, you didn't see him, Zhongli?
No.
Unfortunately, no. At the time, it appeared as if Director Hu and Miss Farina were having quite the productive conversation. I know matters of business can take much discussion, so I decided to fetch some tea for
over
them.
here.
What a shame. That gentleman seemed like a sophisticated sort of guy. I actually think you two would have hit it off.
Is that so?
Is that... Wait, was that a smile that I just saw on his face when he looked on the left? On his right? Judging by how Zhongli's acting, and taking into consideration Nicolette's true identity, could Zhongli have been avoiding him on purpose? Yeah, considering the fact they're both dragons. Is there a connection? Oh, I see. It is what it is. It's really a pity.
To borrow Miss Farina's turn of phrase, perhaps it just wasn't meant to be.
Especially when you're trying to avoid him on purpose.
Well, with the Traveler around, I'm sure you'll have a chance to get to know each other at some point.
I wonder how there would be at the teapot.
That's right. He's got more friends than he knows what to do with.
I have a certain charm about me. I'm good with people. I have a certain charm
Well,
about me.
that's certainly true. Oh, that reminds me. If you get the chance, you should try and talk to Nervalette into loosening up a bit.
Why did you go and tell him, Farina? Are you still feeling awkward of approaching him?
Just tell him the Palais Mermonia isn't going to fall apart if he disappears for a few days. He shouldn't keep himself cooped up all the time.
Farina is worried about Nivelette.
Even clams open their shells to let in fresh water every once in a while, right? If he's really that much of a stickler for protocol, he can fill out a leave of absence request. He'd have to approve it himself since he handles that sort of thing now, but you know what I mean.
That does make sense.
Seems like this gentleman is also in charge of something pretty important.
The entirety of Fontaine, actually. He's the fair and imperial Eudex of Fontaine, head of the highest court in the land, otherwise known as the demon who controls all the paperwork in Fontaine.
I've never heard of a demon that boring before. In my experience, a leader needs to be able to roll with the punches. That also includes knowing when and what to prioritize. It seems like your friend still has a lot of growing to do.
A lot of growing to do, considering how old Nivelette is. He still needs to grow. Oh well. There is A after all, so I suppose that is true.
If I remember correctly, he's already several thousands of years old.
Yeah, but well, A is also several thousands of years old, but nah. she needs to be taken out into the sunshine as well.
You're quite right, Miss Hutao.
Oh, the other two are over there.
Oh? Traveler, Miss Farina, those two individuals over there appear to recognize you.
Oh yeah, they're also a friend of ours.
Oh, it's Navia and Clarand. Hey, over here!
We saw you all chatting over here, and we're wondering if we could join in.
Please, excuse the interruption.
Oh, so polite. No apologies necessary. Any friend of the Traveler and Miss Farina is a friend of mine. Ah, straight to the point. I like it.
Everyone circles around you and begins to introduce themselves. Oh. Hutao's eyes light up when she hears about Clarine's profession. Hutao. But a quick explanation from Farina and Navia seems to dispel some of her more misguided ideas.
It's getting late. If we want to catch a boat back before dark, we should probably get going.
Indeed. Then, Miss Farina?
Oh, yes?
They're inviting you.
When are you planning to head back? Do you need us to escort you?
Oh, I don't think that will be necessary. I mean, you're not my subordinate anymore. You don't need to look after me.
But even still, they want to look after you. After all, you have been together, so for some years.
I didn't mean it that way.
Yeah, it's not a subordinate. It's more of a friend.
It's normal
now.
for friends to travel home together if they run into each other on the road.
There are a lot of mountainous roads in this area. I imagine they'll be even harder to navigate after dark. Exactly. Just like in those ghost stories.
Oh, Hu Tao, scary Farina.
8 paths converge in a wood. Beside them an old house is stood. If you dare to go inside, not a soul will greet your eye. But if you take a closer look, there may be something you mistook. A candle flickers to and fro, yet there is no wind to make it so. What is its secret? What could it mean? In this wood, where mystery screams.
It's a little bit creepy. Stop it, Hu Tao.
My dear demoiselles, ladies, no, I mean friends, please take me with you.
Oh no, Hu Tao.
Of course.
Farina.
Gotta say, Farina, you are really quite the character.
Hu Tao.
By the way, did I hear you mention that Clorand used to work under you? Then you must have also been a leader at some point.
Well, that's, all in the past now. Besides, being a leader is hard. It wasn't the right job for me. I prefer how things are now. I can come and go as I please, and get to enjoy the sweet taste of freedom.
I see. Well, you've certainly picked an apt place to relax. Chaoying Village is an exemplary choice.
Well, have you all had a good time?
Only the best. And I've learned a lot, too.
More like you've learned a lot of just horror stories.
Thank you so much, Miss Hu Tao and Mr. Zhongli.
It's fine. You've thanked us more than enough already. The next time you're in this neck of the woods, I'll treat you to some dim sum in the city.
Dim sum? Is that some kind of Liyue term for snacks or desserts?
It's a
They
sort
are
of
a part
snack
of
and
it.
dessert.
It's basically a table full of as much tea, sweets, and good company as you can manage.
Oh, so it's basically a tea party. Sounds great.
Make sure to order the winter melon cake and the lotus flower crisp. They're so sweet and delicious, Paimon knows you'll love them.
Ooh, okay. I'll be looking forward to it then.
Wait, but didn't you guys say you were here on vacation? How come you're all going home empty-handed?
You're not bringing home any souvenirs?
Of course I am. I bought tons of fun things to bring home with me.
Just not food.
A kite, a parasol, a little tin frog that jumps. Oh, and a stuffed toy of a mythical beast. Clorand is the one who didn't buy anything for herself.
So all you're bringing back with you is that tea?
And some tea-flavored hard candies. They're for Sigewin.
Clorand isn't much of a shopaholic.
Well, one of us has to practice restraint.
Hey, I'm hardly reckless with my Mora. I'll have you know, all the purchases I made today were well within my budget.
What about you, Farina? She got a lot of horror stories.
Me? Oh, well, I bought some tea, of course. I just had to try all the varieties recommended in the Steambird. Other than that, just some bits and bobs, you know. A little bit of this, little bit of that. They should all be things I can use, I think.
So you fell for a few marketing traps then.
Now Paimon's even more confused. If you bought that much stuff, where did it all go? Into one of Linny's magic packets?
Linny.
Oh, actually...
Monsieur Neuvillette took them with him.
Oh,
so
really?
Wait, what?
You
Why
guys...
does he take them? He's not hoarding treasure, is he?
You girls made Neuvillette your baggage carrier, teleporter, or something.
That's quite the imagination you've got there, Paimon. Monsieur Neuvillette just saw the amount of bags we had and offered to take them back for us. I felt a bit bad at first, but, I really did have a lot of stuff.
He even offered to deliver my gifts to the Fortress of Meripede for me once he's done with the day's work.
But the strangest thing about it is that he's all alone, I think.
Neuvillette is a man of his word. If he says he can do something, then he means it.
See, even Clorand was happy to take him up on his offer. If even his trusty subordinate agreed, then who was I to refuse?
Wow, he seems like a real gentleman. Maybe he's not as uptight as I thought. If only the funeral parlor had an employee as thoughtful, proactive, and responsible as him. Right, Zhongli?
Indeed.
What?
Clorand said Neuvillette offered to deliver her gifts to Risley. So if we go to the entrance of the Fortress of Meripede, maybe we'll run into Neuvillette. But we don't know exactly when he'll show up.
Oh, that reminds me. A new year of work is about to begin. If there's anything you want to talk about, Zhongli, you know you can come to me. I'm all ears.
Does the director have any concerns?
It just seemed like you were a bit preoccupied today, and much less talkative than usual. You barely said anything other than, "Is that so?" and "Indeed." If you ask me, I'd say you're having a midlife crisis. You're getting to be around that age after all.
Is that so? I jest. Given its distance from the city, Chaoying Village enjoys a much slower pace of life. Surrounded by such peace and tranquility, I also seem to have developed a proclivity for inactivity. I apologize for making you worry.
I see. What do you think, Traveler? Is this atmosphere putting you in a lazy mood too?
Out of mind, out of sight. Different worlds should not collide. Out of mind, out of
sight. Wow,
sight.
You are getting really good at these kinds of lines.
Indeed.
He was avoiding Neuvillette. Wait just a minute. So, would he be able to say something about Neuvillette? I mean, my Archon quest is still at the desert. Hu Tao composed drinks Ganyu about Baal, about Boer, about Farina, about Xianyun. Complete Akasha pulses, the Kalpa flame rises. Akasha pulses? Wait, is this Masquerade of the Guilty? A 1,000 moonlit miles and lost at friendship 4. What is this? Is this one of her... Is this one of her story quests? But I don't think...
The finest ingredients cooked with true expertise.
I don't think A
this
has
is no
any
small
other.
feat.
I know Boer is A's actual name. It's A's actual title. Baal is Makoto's.
Time tempers all volition. Yet she would give up everyone for her beliefs. Perhaps it is for this very reason that she has come to where she stands today. Should the chance come by me, I too would like to learn of the eternity for which she so earnestly endeavors.
Wait. Now that's making me curious, because I know for sure that Boer is supposed to be A, and Baal is supposed to be Makoto. Anyway, there's nothing here that says about Novelette. But I don't think we will get anything actually, considering... Yeah, considering the fact that I am still at the desert and haven't reached Fontaine Park Conquest yet. I actually got them. Oh. Anyways, that's it. Look for a Nivelette at Metropede. Oh, he's actually here. So I don't actually have to go to Metropede. I just heard. Is it over there? Wait, there's an Oculus? Probably at the very top. Oh my gosh, how long is there an elevator in here at least?
Oh, it's you. It has been some time since our last meeting.
Novelette, ordainer of inexorable judgment. The Eudax of Fontaine were known for his unassailable impartiality. To become the symbol of absolution, he has always maintained a gentle and polite attitude.
Few people frequent this location. Since I was able to conclude my work early for the day, I thought I might take a walk and avail myself of this area's peace and quiet.
You call this early? Do you always work this late, Novelette?
Strictly speaking, that depends on the agenda for the day. I am hardly bereft of time, however, so working late is of little consequence to me.
Really? If you have so much time on your hands, then why did you only go to Chaoying Village for half a day?
First, I should clarify that I was referring to my lifespan, rather than the time at my disposal on any given day. Second, I was unaware you possessed knowledge of my trip to Chaoying Village.
We have been there. You give Nivola a quick summary of everything that happened today.
I see. Thank you for informing me.
So, did you deliver the gifts?
Yes, they have been safely delivered.
I have to hand it to Clorant. Just a simple gift delivery, and she has the great and mighty Udex at her beck and call.
I was just passing through. It was merely an act of convenience.
All right. Then I hereby confirm receipt of the goods on behalf of the staff of the Fortress of Meripede.
A verbal receipt of confirmation? Is such a formality really necessary for a small matter such as this?
Guess not. This quantity of tea, though, seems a little excessive for a gift, don't you think? Before you know it, they'll start accusing me of taking bribes.
Oh, I suppose that is true.
About that. Much of that is my own excess, I'm afraid.
So he's also passing on his luggage.
Why? What happened?
He only got victimized by the marketing.
It was buy 10 boxes, get half off.
Ah, that explains it then. Well, go ahead and leave them to me. I'll get through this stash as fast as I can.
Presley, so
you have my thanks.
It's such an addiction to tea.
Oh, there's something else I'd like to give to you.
This is a stone slate, engraved with a symbolic design.
While that is an apt description, it is in actuality a legal codex.
A legal codex, huh?
Wait, what's that?
Before the advent of modern writing utensils, information was recorded on stone slabs such as this. The law was no different.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't
Since
get it.
ancient times, the scales of justice have symbolized the fairness and impartiality of judiciousness. As a tribute to that sentiment, this slate was designed after a traditional legal codex and engraved with a symbol instead of text. During my travels recently, I chanced upon a roadside stall offering tourists the opportunity to try their hand at the ceramic arts, so I decided to have a go. We joked with Clorant some time ago about gifting you a legal codex. So, here you go.
Wow.
So that's what this is about.
I did not expect you to remember it as well. In any case, I hope this can be considered as a reasonable attempt to join in on the banter.
It is a very good attempt.
That's so
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Even your sense of humor centers around the law. That's an impressive level of commitment.
Even I am surprised.
A gift of this significance deserves to be put on display, and I know just the place. Front and center in the fortress's showroom.
Surely there's no need for such a grand gesture.
Just kidding. I don't have anything like a showroom.
Yeah, he probably just put it smack dab
We do
above
have a
his
storage room.
above his
We can
head.
put it next to all the mechanical parts Sijuin has collected.
No,
That sounds good to me.
I haven't seen that.
So that's what you were doing in Chaoying Village.
Indeed. Of course, while I was there, I also took the opportunity to taste the local spring water. The aftertaste is much purer than what I have delivered to me in Fontaine. It stands to reason that the long-distance transport has a tendency to imbue the water with extraneous emotion.
Really?
If you
That's
want
so
to experience
surprising.
the true flavor, you simply have to go to the source. Perhaps I should organize some time off to do the same elsewhere.
As they say in Liyue, a balance between work and play is sure to keep your troubles at bay.
Then we are of the same mind. It appears my desire is justified.
If you say so, but you know you don't have to justify a vacation, right? You can just take one. After all, you're hardly bereft of time. You can do whatever you want.
You're quite right. I suppose I suffer not from a lack of opportunity, but rather a lack of inspiration. However, after reading a few articles about Liyue's holiday traditions, the idea popped into my head and made itself quite at home. Seeing as I was free of responsibilities for the morning, I decided to depart at once.
And how was it?
Refreshing. My spontaneous outing seemed to inspire quite a few other spontaneous decisions as well. Take, for example, my foray into ceramics. At first, soil from the ground is granular and unforgiving, but add the right amount of water, and it becomes soft, moldable, and able to take shape. In the past, I never thought about how quotidian vessels were crafted, but now I have participated in their very making. This is also something I made today.
Oh, wow. That looks so cool. It's a ladle, isn't it? Oh, wow. What a big ladle.
That's a ladle? Paimon thought it was supposed to be some long-necked sea creature.
Yeah, it's a ladle
was
in that
indeed
shape.
one of my inspirations.
The color also really matches your style.
Really? You like it? To tell you the truth, given your unexpected arrival, I find myself quite unequipped to give you the welcome you deserve. Around such an important holiday such as this, human custom would dictate that gifts should be in order. But I'm afraid this is all I can offer. If you'll have it, that is.
Can I really keep this? You made it by hand and everything.
That is precisely why it would do me such a great honor if you accepted.
Thank you.
You are most welcome. Happy Lantern Rite.
Oh, that reminds me. You pass along the advice for Nivolette's vacation.
Approve a leave of absence request for myself. That sounds like it could easily lead to a vicious cycle of self-indulgence, something which couldn't be in further violation of protocol. But I suppose I understand her point.
Come on, don't be so...
My proclivity to refrain from personal outings does, in part, originate from a sense of responsibility toward my duties. But it is also due to a lack of desire to engage in the human world. But now I see that the human world is indeed full of many interesting places to discover.
I could have told you that. And we also got, a last... Oh, wait.
Lantern Rite marks the start of the new year in Liyue. In the spirit of the season, then, I wish you a year of success as vast and endless as the open ocean.
Should we head to Rustley and go to... Oh, it's not yet finished. You're asked by the Adeptus Fujin to help investigate imbalances on the local water. Oh, this is a different one, so it truly is over. No, that will be for later. Oh wait, it's somewhere here? It's not above, so it's definitely... Ah, there it is. Should I go visit Rustley? Would he be there? Wait. Oh, right here. Oh, Wesley's not here. Anyways, that'll be it for today's video, I guess. So I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. That was kind of surprising, from Liyue all the way to Fontaine. And we just got this one. So I'll see you guys in the next video.